tariff on wine exports to Hong Kong has recently been reduced to 0 from 40%. To give the market a further push, a Hong Kong wine seminar is being held in Auckland tonight. Attending will be wine expert Simon Tam. Hi there, Simon.
Hi, good morning.
So that cut in tariffs, what do you think it could mean for New Zealand?
Well, it really is carte blanche for the world producers to really focus on Hong Kong and springboard into China. Effectively, anybody looking at producing and looking at a quality market for branding, it's got to be looking at Hong Kong.
What are sales like at the moment in Hong Kong and
Hong Kong is worth about 1.6 million cases a year. It doesn't sound like a lot, but when you look at the value, and I think this is where New Zealand has a keen focus, because New Zealand is not a big wine producing country by France or Chilean standard. Really is a good place of value adding.
What about the price of our wines? Because they have a bit of a premium attached to them, don't they? Do you think there's room for New Zealand wine at that sort of price?
It's huge opportunity, really. I think for Kiwi wines, one thing about Chinese people is that looking at Hong Kong dollars, they don't spend anything less than $80 a bottle. That's I guess about 12 Kiwi dollars. $80 is reserved for taxi fare. So where New Zealand wines are positioned is. And it's got a premium image and is completely accessible. The brand New Zealand is so strong. It's clean, it's tasty, it's lifestyle driven. Very, very strong.
And what particular varieties are doing well?
Well, in the past it's been Sauvignon Blanc, but as we are discovering, we're pretty thirsty consumers in Hong Kong. We're looking at the wonderful Pinot Noirs from Marlborough, from Otago, Syrah, Merlot, Cabernet blends from Hawke's Bay and elsewhere. I think, really we just can't get enough of your wines.
Now, what about the mainland? I guess it's still relatively new drinking wine on any sort of scale. Do you see a lot of upside there?
Well, it's very interesting, Michael, because, China is actually the 6th largest producer of great wines in the world. It knocked Australia off the 6th position last year. And there is a wine culture, and again, just can't get enough of wines from around the world. Having said all of that, the Chinese are very parochial about wines made in China. But time and a place, I think it will happen. Absolutely.
So somebody producing wine in New Zealand, what would your advice be to how to get into the Hong Kong and Chinese market?
It's a very, very good question. I think to stay pure, brand focused, and long-term focused. I think really that's going to give a lot of producers, a lot of serious player, a lot of reward. Hong Kong is an excellent branding opportunity, right up there with Paris and Sydney and London, and you have to be there.
Okay, thanks so much. Simon Tam there.